It's 5:30, close enough to 5:30, so we're going to call this meeting in order for March. And the first item up is Pledge of Allegiance, led by Carol Walker.
If you please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. Our mission statement tonight will be read by Ms. Barbara Boyd-Williams.
Beaufort County Schools will provide quality educational programs and services to ensure student academic and vocational success.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. That carries us to public comment. Did anybody sign up? No one? Okay. Approval of the agenda. Everybody should have that on your screen.
Move approval.
Second.
Anything we need to change? Okay, it's all set. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. We have an agenda. Approval of the minutes. If you'll click on 3.1, you'll see two sets, closed session and a regular meeting on 3.7.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed to these minutes? If not, we have a set of minutes. Tonight, our public recognition will be handled by Mr. Butch Oliver and Nicole. I see those behind us here. Turn it over to them at this time.
Good afternoon. The character trait that was recognized in our schools for the month of March was honesty. Our prizes this month were sponsored by Extreme Action Park. And at the elementary level, the nominees were from Bath Elementary, Liam Parisi; from Chakawinity Middle, Wyatt Elsie; from Chakawinity Primary, Carson Dale; from Eastern Elementary, Kanaya Jones; from John Cotton Taylor, Jocelyn Hodges; from John Small, Emmy Munoz Morgado; and from Northeast Elementary, Mallory Adams. And the winner at the elementary level was Kanaya Jones from Eastern Elementary. She will come forward. And it says that Kanaya is a first grader at Eastern Elementary. Her mother is Miss Jackie Murphy, and she was presented by her teacher, Ms. Roxanne Beeman, if they will both stand. Okay. Ms. Beeman wrote, "Many children think honesty means you don't tell a lie, and that is definitely part of being honest. But honesty means more than not lying. Being honest means you admit to your actions, even if you know that you will get in trouble. You are not being honest if you deny you did something wrong when you really did it. In our classroom, we focus on smart choices. We learn to ask ourselves if we are making a smart choice. This helps us all focus on the positive things that we can do instead of the negative. One student in our classroom always takes responsibility for her actions and chooses to admit when she has made a choice that she knows was not in her best interest and the interest of others around her. Kanaya Jones exhibits honesty by always speaking the truth about choices she makes. It doesn't happen very often, but when she does something that she knows is not smart, she admits it and always wants to talk about it with me. Many times in our lives, if an adult or peer points out something negative that has happened, our first reaction is to deny our involvement. I have so much respect for Kanaya because if I ask her about a situation, she always speaks right up and says that she is sorry that she didn't make a smart choice. The great thing about her is that she always moves on and chooses to learn from things that happen in her life." We say congratulations to Kanaya.
All right, we've got the certificate and bag for you, and I think there's a little something in the bag. But before I give you this, I'd like to ask you to go around and shake the hands of all the board members and greet them. And then when you come back around, I'll give you this, and then we'll get you to come up for a picture in just a minute. Okay?
You want to
Right here, start. Start with Mr. Terry. Congratulations.
I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Good job, young lady.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
have a seat, we'll get you come back up.
At the middle school level, the nominees were from Bath Elementary, they had two, Lily Ann Wallace and Will Battershell. From Chocowinity Middle, Jada Gaynor. From Northeast Elementary, James Gorham. From P.S. Jones, Lily Woolard. And S.W. Snowden also had two, Danielle Harrell and Brandon Adams. And the winner at the middle school level was Jada Gaynor from Chocowinity Middle. She was Jada is a 7th grader at Chocowinity Middle. Her parents are Gary Gaynor and Crystal Wright, if they will stand. And she was presented by Amanda Stone, her teacher. She will stand as well. And Ms. Stone wrote, I nominate Jada Gaynor for the character trait of honesty. Now, while many middle schoolers have the ability to be brutally honest, Jada Gaynor can be that honest without being brutal. Jada has consistently shown me that she is one of the most honest voices in the classroom. She has a tell-it-like-it-is mentality, and this is especially true during group work. She is able to direct and lead her group in meaningful discussions and collaboration by being honest. In fact, this is why she is such an effective group leader. If they need to scratch their answer because it is not up to par, Jada tells them. If the group is off task, Jada tells them. If a group member is not pulling their own weight, Jada is honest and kindly tells them to step it up. If someone is doing really well on a particular aspect of an assignment, she is also quick to tell it like it is. She brings a clarity to our classroom that some middle school students might not attempt for fear of not fitting in with peers or being afraid to confront wrong answers. Jada rises above that and is honest with me and her classmates. The best part of her honesty is that it is never destructive. She is gentle and almost playful when honestly telling someone the truth, especially when it may be something they didn't want to hear. To stand up for what is true and right is not always easy, especially when you have to confront peers, your age, or even your friends. Jada, I appreciate your honest voice in our classroom, and I hope you keep using that tell-it-like-it-is ability for the rest of your life. The world needs more truth speakers like you. We say congratulations to Jada.
And Jay, on behalf of Boca County School Board, I'm going to present you with this certificate and the bag. And we would congratulate you on your accomplishments and your honesty. And that is a fantastic trait, and also the signs of a good trait leader, as your teacher said. So if you would go around and greet the board members.
You go, girl.
Can't go wrong being honest.
Great job, dear. Keep it up.
Good job. Beautiful.
Good job.
Just have a seat and call you back up.
At the high school level, the nominees were from Northside High School, Joe Malik Freeman. From Washington High School, Jack Hernandez Palomino. And from Southside High School, Sarah Shingleton. And the winner at the high school level was Jack Hernandez Palomino, if he will come forward. And Jack is a 10th grader at Washington High School. His mom is Lourdes Hernandez, if she will stand. And he was presented by his teacher, Ms. Kathy Phelps, if she will stand as well. Okay. And Ms. Phelps wrote one sentence, but it made an impact on the committee. It says, Jack put a friendship at risk to do the right thing, the honest thing, when he confronted a friend and retrieved a stolen item to return it to its proper owner. We say congratulations.
Jackie, listen to that statement. It took a lot of guts to be honest in that situation, and I appreciate that honesty. And again, I'd like to invite you to go around and greet the board.
Thank you. And teacher fella telling us that. Great job.
Good job.
Thank you for doing the right thing. Congratulations.
Can you everybody, the three women club?
This is not easy at that age, or any age.
Swim team.
We'd like to recognize the Washington High School swim team. Coach Pake, if you'll come up. Mike Swenson, the principal, texted me just a few minutes ago and said he had a splitting headache, and with as much illness as we've got going around, I encouraged him to go home and hopefully feel better. So he sends his regrets, but wanted to congratulate you, number one, on state championship, number two, on 2 state championships back-to-back, and wanted to ask you if you would to recognize the swimmers, team members, and then give them a chance to greet the board, and we'd like to get a picture. But congratulations again.
What these boys have done is short of remarkable, and I want my 4 seniors to stand up because I want to say something real quick about them. Swimming kind of goes under the radar because it's not football, it's not basketball, it's not baseball, but what these 4 guys have accomplished, they have never lost a regular season meet. Their freshman and sophomore year, you can say they lost regionals and states. If taking 5th place in the state is a loss, I don't know. But it's just remarkable what they've done and watching them grow. And I've coached all of them since they were 5 years old. So we're all really close. So congratulations, guys. All right, we'll get started. We're going to start off with a relay swimmer who went as an alternate as a freshman this year. A big honor for him to go get that experience. Looking for him to be a big leader. Braden Beach. Stand and go down the line. Okay.
Great job, guys.
Good job, looking for 3 more years.
Next, we have a freshman who stepped up real big for us and actually filled the role of his older brother who graduated last year's shoes for us, Patrick Levenberg.
Awesome accomplishment.
Next, we have a sophomore who stepped up really big and scored points. And Patrick was also on a state champion relay for us, and so was this young man, Hodges Two-Ball. Who just came from a tennis match.
Keep it up. Oh, yeah. He is the best.
I like that.
Had a sophomore that could not be here because of a baseball game, but Harrison Schmidt, he could not be here today. Now we'll go with our seniors. First, a part of a state champion relay, placed, I believe, 3rd in the 200 IM, got on the podium, Tony Levenberg. All right, next, this young man, the senior, he was part of state champion relay, placed in the 100-yard freestyle, got on the podium for a medal, Mr. Justin Clark.
Great job.
This next senior earned 4 medals at states, including 2 state championship relays and 3rd place in the 50 free and 100 fly. Next year, he will be swimming at Hammond Sydney in Virginia. Very proud of him, A.J. Howard.
Congratulations. Great job.
Congratulations.
Maybe we'll see you in Sydney one day.
They're going to take
And last but not least, this young man became the first Washington High School male swimmer to earn to become an individual state champion. This year, he continued that and became the individual state champion in the 200 free. He also came home with 2 other golds and 2 relays and a silver in the 100 back. Next year, he will be swimming and attending Davidson. Kevin Andrews.
Remember where you came from.
I fall out of the boat, I hope I know who's nearby. It was an awesome college. You swimming or whatever.
Close, I get the state champion.
Can swim smart too.
Job, guys.
Hard to replace these 4 seniors.
We'll see you back next year.
We'll ask Ms. Padgett to come up and do the high grade winners, if you would.
I mean, what can I do with this mess? I guess we're going to mess into which one to do.
Very excited, and I know some of the Pie Grant winners couldn't be here tonight, but I'm excited. We'll say their names. I'm excited for who is here. But Pie Grants are given out by the Beaufort County Ed Foundation, which this year they awarded $6,500 worth of Pie Grants. 14 Pie Grants in the county, and they were fantastic. They were from everything from writing to project-based learning to arts to science. Anyway, we're very excited about the teachers that are here, and we'll say their names even if they're not here. So anyway, it's good stuff. So, okay. The first one was Alan Bateman from P.S. Jones. He is not here, but Alan Bateman from P.S. Jones. Next one is Catherine Bryant from John Small. If you want to come on up. Yes, thank you. And do you want to sit here and call down? And Erin Dancer from P.S. Jones. Anna Dinsmore from Washington High School. Janet Hossoper? She's not here. Janet Hossoper. Okay. Dawn Landon from P.S. Jones is not here also. Crystal Lee from Southside High School. And I'm laughing. Neil Condensed. Did I get it? Mr. Thank you. From Chalk Middle School. Lynn Neal. Jackie Olson. Penny Paul's not here from Washington High School either. Melanie Simmons from Northeast. Tricia Stowe, Chalk Middle School. And Valerie Whitehead could not be here from P.S. Jones. Did I leave anybody out? Everybody? Okay. But anyway, these ladies and gentlemen did a great job of writing these grants just to inspire students, so we're very excited. So thank you.
Hey there. Congrats.
Thank you.
My workout today.
working overtime with me.
We're thinning the crowd out.
Stay up there.
You got the big recognition.
I'd like to do some national board certification recognitions. The national board certification is offered by the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. It's a way to recognize the accomplished teaching that is occurring in our classrooms. Initial certification is current for 10 years and then requires renewal. These teachers have successfully renewed their certifications based on high and rigorous standards that evaluate teaching practice through demonstrated practice and performance-based assessments. When I call your name, please come up for a certificate, and then we'd like to have you go through and greet the board as well. From Chocowindy Middle School, Lisa Baker. From Eastern Elementary, Kimberly Jacobson. Not able to be with us tonight, Melanie Simmons from Northeast. Let's give her a recognition. And also from Eastern Elementary, Jennifer Williams. Come up for a picture. And finally, we'd like to recognize one of our board members, Ms. Elfa Booth, was recognized by the North Carolina School Boards Association's Academy for School Boardsmanship, awarded the Award of Distinction, which is based on the number of hours and credits that our board members earn in their professional development work. And we have the certificate here that we'd like to just publicly recognize her for that.
Hey, Butch. Hey, Butch.
Come shake all the board's hands. Come shake the hands.
I will, but just let me say this, please, before I go out and greet the board. I want to say thank you, Ms. Ford, for your consideration. I mean, I tried and hoped that I represented you well. It was an experience for me, and not just an experience that I can carry here, but that will help me through my endeavors. So I want to say thank you so much. You did it. I went for you.
We want to thank you. This lady is such an asset to this board.
Thank you, dear. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Yeah, get a picture.
I think we ought to get the entire board behind her.
Get one maybe of just her, since it is her. Yeah. Just, yeah.
She's the important person.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
So, that carries through recognition. And plenty to celebrate tonight. I think the boardroom is pretty much cleared out, but if you came for recognition and you'd like to leave, now's a good time, because we're going to move into another part of the meeting, rather.
You are welcome to stay.
My Fitbit just asked me if I was on the right hand, arm, and get up and down so much.
Well, you know what? It's nice that we have lots of good things to talk about.
Yeah.
It really is. So that carries us into the no action. We have just one item up here. It's a policy, apparently an update, I believe, after reading through it. Don will explain it to us.
We'll be going through the policy update. It's policy 5030, which is the community use of facilities. And another attachment that goes along with that is the actual protocol procedures that we follow. And I wanted to put this out for you. You can see some of the markups, which are proposed changes, but we're sharing this with our school leaders, and we wanted you all to see it. And we'll be coming back probably in late April or early May to talk about the fee structure and if we need to adjust anything. But you can see some of the direction we're moving there. We just wanted to put this in front of you, and we'll be coming back for formal approval in the meetings ahead.
And I cheat off yours.
So the first item up on an action item is Stan Hudson, capital update. I was trying to look at it online, I told you.
Yes, I'll have it on your
I
desktop.
got
We can
one.
send a paper
Okay.
copy, Ms. Lucy, send them around.
I'll keep one just in case it doesn't look like mine. Did it change, Lee, from when it was on some days ago? Oh, that has been some. Mine back. Okay, all yours, Stan.
It was basically just, this is the update on the projects individual. We have all of our security projects are pretty well online or on schedule per se. We have the anticipated dates of the projects on the end of the project. And we should be able to close out our last one of our security projects on 4/20, excuse me. Any questions about any of those?
Well, I was just going to mention one thing, and then I'll turn it over to questions from the board. On the last page,
Yes, sir.
which is everything outside of safety and security,
Correct.
which we'll talk about that kind of different.
Right.
And you and I have already had a conversation, but just to let the board know, there's only just a few items even left for this year now. So they've pretty much cleared out most of these, and a couple of these that are not showing completed are actually probably being not worked on for the fencing, not maybe right now, but this week, I know, because I've seen them at
Correct. They did finish the
I've seen them at
EdTech
the
fence.
schools.
It's completed, security
Okay.
fence, and they plan to start on Chocowinity Primary Thursday.
Right, and I've been by, I was out there when the guys, when they were out, so I mean, I know it's getting ready to happen.
Correct.
So, just a few more little projects there and you'll be cleared out.
So as
So
we
that-
complete those, I'll just drop those
Yeah.
down, so we just, y'all will be able to see them all on our project, but you will see the ones that we still have open.
Okay.
Currently, the only project we have still left out to send out is that's for the asphalt, and I'm currently writing that one. I've acquired information. I'm using the state NCDOT recommendation for asphalt to put back in our parking lot, so I've acquired that from my DOT friends that give me that updated information, so I'll be writing that RFP and getting it out next week, I hope.
So that will really basically very, very soon carry you into nothing but safety and security.
Correct.
We won't get into too many details here in the open session about security. But as I looked at the projects, I'm showing Bath, Northeast, PS, and when I say complete, fronts up, doors up, working, locking, maybe not all the handy.
One of them doesn't have handicap.
Right.
PS Jones handicap operator's not in operation yet.
Okay, but I'm still showing Bath, Northeast, and PS Jones. And actually, John Small has got to be very, very close to being.
John Small's completed.
Right.
Yes.
So that
And
knocks out.
Eastern Elementary, I hope to get it Thursday or Friday. Give me a little further date. but
Which
they-
one's that?
Eastern Elementary. They're planning to come Thursday, so
What's been the holdup on that, doors?
the door operators. And the doors. The doors took the longest lead.
Are the door operators and the doors not coming from the same source?
No, ma'am, no, they don't. Door hardware folks supply the doors, and then our control operators come from a different company.
And tell me if I'm wrong or not, I was actually by John Small, and here's the way it's kind of worked out. One group is coming in and putting the fronts up and the doors. Then you got your electrician guys coming in and doing all the wiring. That's a different set, working with ADT as well. Then you've got, I ran into a guy that I'm thinking he's with ADT or something. He said, nope, I'm with another company. And he was with
the handicap operators.
He was the handicap operator guy.
4 contractors, and then Beaufort County Schools electricians are involved with pulling all the electric to it. So there are really 5 entities we having to coordinate to get one put up
Right.
at a time, so.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you go by one, there's.
It's not as simple as just stick it up. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle.
But still having said that, with those 4 out of the way, and then what I'm gonna call the easy ones, I won't go into detail here, but
There's
the
3
easy
that's-
ones where we're just doing lock changes.
Yes, and they're all ordered, and their dates is out, and they've put some cushion in there. We hope to have them all completed next week, those 3,
Yeah.
which is,
Okay. How about the Anybody else have anything you want to say right quick? Or? How about the hard ones? I call it the hard ones, you know.
I met with MHA, they should have their stuff into me this Friday. So once we get that, then we can send out the RFP for those, to finish out the hard ones, which is Southside, Chocowindy Middle.
Were you able to dampen the noise on the release?
Yes, it made a big difference in it. They're very happy with it.
Good, thank you.
It was interesting just the way those are, because the same one at PS Jones, when they release the door, it's loud.
Yeah, we put a voltage reducer in to cut the voltage down from 48 volts down to 24 volts, and operator still operates.
Now,
It did look good.
when you make that retrofit, are you forsaking a warranty?
No, ma'am. No,
Sure?
They were fine with it, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to
It's
make sure.
DC current, so it's not going to affect it. And
It's too much money to
Yep.
be losing a warranty because we did something different to it.
Without, once again, details, did we come to the plan on Snowden yet?
Yes,
Okay. All
It's-
right.
it's on your list there. I
Yeah,
think we had it written out.
I mean, how it was, everything was going to be done, exactly, okay.
Just at the,
Right, that was all just at the front, okay. So that's what I call easy.
it's an easy one. CPS, Washington High School.
South side is.
Yes, Southside, we were just waiting on the door, additional set of doors with our lead. They're supposed to be in 327 or 324.
Okay. If you don't want to answer this, you don't have to, since, some things I don't want to ask here would open. The recorders that are put at the fronts of these, do you know that some of them are being looped, not recording? You know what I'm talking about? Like at PS Jones, the cameras here with the screen?
Yes, it has the option to be recorded.
Are we gonna do that?
Currently not, we eventually will be, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next phase in it.
Wouldn't you think? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that hadn't run into
And
rust.
these three other schools are going to be tied into that system. We'll use it,
Okay,
there will be 10 people that'll be able to see it from during school.
okay. I just saw it and I knew it was looping, not
Right.
recording.
We will be using it.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't have any
right.
questions. When we back in a couple of weeks, a lot of these should be.
Yes, sir.
The next steps
I hope
should
in
be
the next
done,
2
so
weeks
they should be
that
cleared
majority of the
along.
safety things are completed.
'Cause we need pictures of a lot of these walls come April, and you know what meeting I have that I need pictures for.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's these bids you want us to
I
look
have
at?
two tonight. Bid number 70 is gutter replacement on the 500 building at Bath. We sent out RFP and had two companies reply back. And it's my recommendation that we enter into a contract with Curtis and Curtis of Kinston, North Carolina, in the amount of $8,750. This is to replace the gutters on the 500 building. And we had a budget amount of $8,840. So within our budget.
Go ahead and do the second, we'll just do them
All right,
together.
the second one is the gutter replacement of the gutter on Southside's gym. And that gutter was still guttered and is rusted out. And it's my recommendation here that we take the alternate bid, which was aluminum, in the amount of $7,456 with Baker Roofing of Greenville. This also will require approval of an additional funds in the amount of $1,916, because we had a budgeted amount of $5,540 for this project. And the cost difference was, there was about a $600 cost for the aluminum, but the difference is it's up in the air 32 foot, so it's going to take 2 lifts to get it on the side of that gym to replace it, so that's where our additional cost came in.
And this has nothing to do with anything more or less than just me curious. These were the same people that bid on both of those?
Yes, sir.
And on one of those, the guy that is the low bidder on the second bid was double the bid on the first bid. Did he understand that?
Well,
Did
the
he
way
understand what
he
was
owns
bidding
his
on?
lift, so he doesn't have to rent a lift, and the Curtis company had to rent lifts, so,
Okay, did you notice that, Bud?
yes.
I mean, it
It didn't make a lot of sense to me and Miss Lisa
It
neither,
made no
but
sense at all, the way that came out. I'm like, he must not have understood what he was bidding on.
we put up the same thing.
Okay, well, just so
Yes.
you saw it and thought the same thing.
Yes, sir.
So you're proposing the heavier gauge metal at Southside?
I'm going with aluminum versus the steel gutter, because we had steel gutter before and it's already rusted out. There's holes you can read daylight through it. The aluminum's a little more costly, roughly $500 difference. in the cost, but,
It's a little heavier gauge, too.
and it's heavier gauge, right. When you step up the aluminum, you have to step up the size.
But the difference in what the bid actually came in versus the other bids that we've had that's been running under, we don't need to hold them up for that much difference in it. So I agree with you, we need to put these through, but that's up to the board. What's your pleasure?
Move approval.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any last questions about these two? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed to that? Okay.
Any other
questions for him before we let him out the door? I guess not. I guess you're free.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Stan.
Oh, thank you.
Field trips?
We have 4, if you'll look at your attachment. The first one is Field Trip 9905. It involves Northside High School, April the 7th and 8th. It's an overnight trip with the JROTC drill team going to Raleigh for the experience of aerodynamics, 12 male, 12 female, and the appropriate number of adults with an activity bus. I'd like to ask for approval, consideration on these all at one time if we could.
That's
The next one is 10102, Northeast Elementary, April 21st, 22nd, overnight Science Olympiad team to Raleigh for state competition using a minivan with the appropriate numbers there. 9845, Northside High School, the 28th and 29th of April, an overnight trip, the Envirothon team to Cedar Rock Park for state competition with an activity bus. And finally, 10187, Northeast on the 29th of April would be an out-of-state trip, but they come back the same day for band competition at Kings Dominion using a charter bus. So I'd like to ask for your consideration for approval for all of these.
Move approval.
Second.
Did you get that, Lisa?
Get it.
Got a motion and a second. Any last questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Anybody opposed? Okay. The well project at Snowden, Don, I'm sure you'll explain it, but we've already talked about
This project, you've heard the presentation on, we had the folks here at our last meeting, but it was not listed as an action item, and we're just seeking the green light to go ahead and let them do their work based on the material that's been provided and the presentation that was made to you.
We all okay. Motion and second. I would say, is any questions, but I think everybody's already, but I'll say it anyway. Any questions?
No.
Everybody's seen this and heard it. Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed to that? Reading camp, or summer reading camp.
The 2 items that you've got here are things that Ms. Lilly, who's out of town, wanted me to bring up to you all. The summer reading camp information, we have the dates that are listed there, would start on the 19th of June and run through the 19th of July, and the test date would be on the 20th. There's certain requirements that we have to meet based on testing scores, but we also have it opened up now for grades 1 and 2, and we feel like that gives those students that may need a little extra time some more opportunity than what we've been able to have in the past. So we just wanted to present this to you and let you see what the summer camp dates were going to be. Locations are John Small Elementary, Northeast Elementary, and S.W. Snowden. We have our folks will be taking care of that, and notification will go out with the families that will be involved. And last year was very successful, and we look forward to having that kind of success again this year.
Dr. Phipps, if you are not notified because it is determined that your child is not in need of this, but a parent may feel differently and want their child to participate, is that possible to sign up?
And we would ask them to communicate with the school principal and then with Mrs. Lilly, and we'll look at what our numbers are at those locations.
Okay.
But we'll work to accommodate anyone that we can.
That's good.
Okay. I have no problem with it. What's the board's pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any last questions to Don about this? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed to that? And I think this is a facility use agreement.
One before that, the summer testing.
Summer
program.
testing, let me back up. My computer's going down. Summer testing program.
This is a pretty good indication of the meticulous nature that our folks in the testing program and assessment have to go through in terms of the scheduling and the way that we work through things, from how materials are picked up, how they're turned back in. We just have to give this to you as an item for approval, but we're in great hands with Ms. Lilly and the staff that are there and the folks that handle testing at our schools. We've been very fortunate to have great individuals that are doing that work, but this is before you to show what the summer testing plan will look like, what will be involved. The details are there, broken down day by day to show you what's going on, including any summer testing that we have based on students' performance. But wanted to put this in front of you for approval as well.
And when I read through this, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's broken down into 15-minute, 30-minute groups. I mean, it's just a lot. Okay? So what's the board's pleasure?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Anybody opposed to that, which wouldn't hardly know where to begin. Facility use agreement, this is, well, Don will explain.
The reason this is in front of you now is we've talked about the facility, the grounds at Aurora at S.W. Snowden, and we were talking with you about a one-year lease that we were going to put in place, and we were going to take care of the mowing and that type thing. It's actually a facility use agreement and not a lease, and I just wanted to bring that back as a technicality. What that means, it actually frees us up in not having to be involved in some of the oversight. If a person were to come on and want to do something on the grounds after school hours, or they've got the raised beds that are there are other things that are on the facility. This gives us rights to use the facility exactly like we've talked about it during the school day, and then anybody else that would be interested in the use of the facility would work through the town of Aurora. We're not going to be involved in that part. So it doesn't change anything of what we agreed to before, except the fact that it spells out specifically what our rights and privileges are during the time, that time frame. And I just wanted you to realize it's a facility use agreement and not a formal lease.
Right. And I don't have a question, just a comment. I didn't realize it was a 20-acre parcel. I always, for some reason, thought it was 5 or so.
I think it's 27, but I'm
Yeah,
not
it
sure.
was over 20 when I read it. It was over 20. I didn't realize it was that
20.
size. Is that right? Okay. Need a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any last questions to Don? Think there's any? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed to that? If not, I will now go to motion for closed session.
I move that we go into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318.11, A1, to prevent disclosure of confidential personnel files under General Statute 115C-321.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Okay, we're in closed session. We're back in open session, and the first order of business is to take up the personnel agenda that was just discussed. Motion?
I make a motion to approve the personnel agenda.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Do you want to run through the updates or make a change here?
Let's have the young
Yes.
farmers are here
That's right.
to provide the
Exactly.
meeting. Let's give them an opportunity to just speak for a
Yes.
second.
Thank you for waiting.
Wait,
We're
yes, sorry about that. Sometimes it runs longer than we expect, but thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no, we'll bring food, we'll always have it.
Good evening. My name is Austin Douglas. I am the chairman for the Beaufort County Young Farmers and Ranchers. YF&R is an organization for ages 18 to 35 who have an interest in agriculture. For us, it is basically an FFA after high school for both men and women. One of our projects that affects the students of Beaufort County is our Harvest Project, which goes to graduating seniors, which we have a scholarship fund that they can apply for every year. And another fact is that out of 100 counties in the state, we're the only county that holds this project. Which is the Harvest Project is every year we take one farmer out of the community and will donate 3 to 5 acres, and we have the land, seed, fertilizer, and all that chemicals donated. And this scholarship basically goes to a student that is going into the agricultural industry. Oh. I'm nervous. I'm on candid camera.
That's probably true.
And I just wanted to come and say on behalf of the YF&R, we would like to thank you for y'all's services in creating better futures for our youth in this county. And as a token to our appreciation, we brought some snacks for you.
Thank you.
All right.
And
You know how to do it.
Yeah,
I'm going to let Eric Godwin speak a little bit.
I just want to reiterate what he said. I think it's a great opportunity that the Young Farmers and Ranchers is here in Beaufort County to be able to provide services for our youth. And as part of being an agriculture teacher at Washington High School, Caleb, ag teacher at Northside, we joined the Young Farmers and Ranchers to be able to provide insight and work with local farmers in our community to be able to provide those opportunities for our students to work hand in hand with them and to be able to do farm safety, agricultural awareness, and scholarship through Young Farmers and Ranchers. And I just want to say thank you for your time, and we appreciate all that you do.
Oh, we appreciate you being here. Who else, we know your teacher there. Who else do you have with you?
We got,
Stacy Douglas, I'm secretary for the White
Mm-hmm.
Heather Boyd, I also teach second grade for
Mhm.
Beaufort County.
Okay.
And I'm just a member of the committee.
Okay. Caleb? And Caleb?
Caleb Coltrane, I'm the ag teacher at Northside.
Great.
Thank you all.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you
here.
so
We
much.
appreciate what you're doing. We really do. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So you want to do the calendar real quick?
We can.
I don't think there's any changes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
No changes. We've got the April calendar posted, but notice that it starts with March the 29th, and that's the exit conference that will be going on with Advanced Ed, the accreditation. And I apologize that that's the first meeting that we're going to have statewide with the new state superintendent, and I've got to be involved in that, but we'll have folks here that will receive the report, but it needs to be a special called meeting, and it will be less than 30 minutes long.
Okay.
And then we have a budget session on the 4th, and then remember, we changed our meeting dates because of the Easter break. We're going to meet on the 11th and 25th, as you see printed there.
What happened to the 28th, Lisa? That was mentioned about a meeting interview session.
That's from 10:30 to 11:30 here.
Oh, it's
at the
still
office.
going to go on?
They will
Oh.
be in groups of three.
I just erased it off my calendar.
That's the 28th.
For those that are
On
available.
Tuesday.
Just whoever can be here.
What's that for?
For the Advanced Ed, one of the focus groups they want to talk to are board members, but they need to do that in groups of 3.
So 10:30 to 11:30 if you're available. And I know you guys, it's difficult.
I'm going to be in
What
Georgia.
else?
I'll be here.
Well, I'll be here with you, so we need one more to show up for that group of 3 then. Oh, there's our third one right there. Okay, I didn't see it on there, so I just saw it. Board member updates?
I just want to tell the public, we were able to do the Capitol tours a week or so ago, and over a 3-day period, we're able to visit the schools, and there are some absolutely fantastic things going on in Beaufort County schools. And wherever you happen to live, whatever community, I encourage you to visit that school, volunteer. If it's a middle school or high school and they have sporting events, show up and support those children. There's some great things going on.
We have some nice schools.
Well said.
Superintendent updates.
Just for the public to be aware, and for you all as well, we're beginning our projection tallies for next year for student enrollment. And that comes into play because if we have to make the determination that we're closing the school for inter-county transfer, we want to get that information to you. So we're waiting on some information on kindergarten registration, but I'm hoping sometime in late April, early May, we'll be able to come back to you and give you that recommendation. We've mentioned a couple of times the 5-year accreditation program that we have actually is going to be done. The group will be arriving on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. They'll be in our schools Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we're excited because it gives us a chance to showcase, but there's always nervousness when you go through that process. So we'll be glad to have them here, and we'll be glad when they're not here anymore. But we're excited about what the outcome will be. Ag Expo, we had our young farmers and ranchers here. I think it's a great segue, way in the future, November the 2nd. But we're going to be sending out invoices to folks who have been sponsors in the past and ask them to go ahead and get that turned in so that we can move this and get the planning done quicker this year if we can. So if you haven't sponsored and you want to do that, we'd love to talk with you. If you have, then expect something in the mail. And then finally, Stepping Out is an annual event that we have to showcase talent, a fun night in Beaufort County. That will be this Friday night, March the 24th at 6:30 p.m. with doors opening at 5:45, and that'll be at the Washington High School Performing Arts Center.
Okay, good deal. Anything else? If not,
I make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're out of here.